The truth about my Sportsman Camo Covers. Starting out with, I have the receipt right here on how much they ran me. You're looking at $240 for the front and $220 for the rear. They also give you the instructions on how to do the seats and put the covers on. So I've had these seat covers just about 2 years now, and I will say they have put up through the test and they have worked flawless for me. Starting out with the front driver's seat. So right here where you slide in and out of, you'd expect to see a lot of wear right there. There's no rips or tears. They have faded a little bit, which that's to be expected. One reason I like these seat covers so well is you can keep the dog in the truck. You can get in while you're dirty and you don't have to worry about messing up your nice seats. We're looking at the front passenger seat. This is about, like I said, almost 2 years old, and it's holding up great. It's in still good condition. Now these seat covers, they are super easy to take care of. Every 3 to 6 months, you get you a damp rag, you wipe the seats, you let it dry, you get you some Scotch Guard, you spray it on there, and let that dry and you're good. I usually just take me a rag like this to wipe them down with, just wet it. Then what I do is I use some Scotch Guard, and I spray this on the seats. Looking at the passenger seat, you'd expect to see a lot of wear right there. Like I said, minimal wear. At first, these seat covers can be a little bit uncomfortable. Now, at first, they were a slight bit uncomfortable, especially in the summertime when you had some shorts on. They would grab your legs, like your leg hair. Don't focus on all the dirt. I usually keep my boxes back there. But the back seats are looking great still. They fit the seats very well. There's no like wrinkles in it, and you don't slide around like them cheap seat covers. After a few months, they broke in and they're very comfortable to sit in now. You see how tight they fit the seats. They got padding in them right there. It's actually really comfortable. Some of you may think I'm crazy when I say this, but I honestly would prefer these seat covers over leather seats any day. You get in and out of them, you're nasty. You ain't got to worry about getting them dirty. It's so easy to clean. We're talking, you wipe it, you spray Scotch Guard, you're done. Now I know you're thinking, oh, you can get leather dirty and clean it. Well, yeah, you can do that, but here's the thing. With camo, it don't really show up dirt really that well. So when you get in with like some nasty pants or dirty feet or whatever, you know, you don't really care to get your seats dirty. Another good thing too is if you have like a dog, which I have a yellow lab, and when he goes for rides, I don't have to worry about him scratching up my seats or scuffing them. I've taken him for rides many a times, and it's no issues, no concern. I don't have to worry about anything. So honestly, yeah, I'd recommend you to buy these seat covers. If you feel like spending the money, I'd do it. I mean, it's basically as much as a Sitka jacket. Now, here's why I went with the Realtree Max 5. I color matched some of my interior trim, and with the tan and brown interior, the Max 5 just goes so well with it. And these seat covers just look amazing. They're easy maintenance. They're easy to clean. There's really low maintenance. That's the biggest thing about them. And after a month or so, like I said, they broke in and they're now very comfortable to sit in. I love them. Everybody who gets in my truck or sees the interior, they always compliment the seat covers. They just float and go so well with my truck. I literally washed my truck yesterday and it's already dirty again. Like, can't keep nothing clean. Here's a little update on the Polaris. Got the axles fixed. I replaced the front two and the one that broke in the rear. This one was the one that didn't break, and it's still good. About as much play as the new one. So I went with the all-ball 6 ball bearing heavy duty axles. That's what I went with. It has a 12-month warranty, basically a year. So it's got a high lift or 2-inch lift on it and some Outlaw 2s. What I recently did to it was add this winch in the front. It's all custom. So it's a 3,500 pound winch, and I actually had to make a mount to go in here to hold it right there. I tried filming a video on that, and then I got a new phone and lost all the footage. But it came out pretty clean. installed the switch, wired it to the battery. I know it looks like a mess in here, but this is where I keep all the wiring and like tire plugs and stuff like that. So what's in store for this thing? I'm planning on making a custom radiator relocate kit and also a custom snorkel. The snorkels on the side, the two here, the radiator there and the two there, it just don't look right. So I think I'm gonna try and make like an XMR setup, kind of low profile, and the snorkels behind it, if I can do that. Once it gets the snorkel and radiator relocate kit, I think it's pretty much done. If you're wondering what products they use on the truck and four-wheeler for shine, I just use coverall. Thank y'all for telling me about this because it's amazing. If y'all haven't tried this, it works amazing, especially on the four-wheeler. It don't take long at all to get the tires clean. And for my truck wheels, that's the wheel cleaner I use. If y'all want me to go more in depth, I got all kinds of cleaning stuff. But since everything's getting fixed and worked on, I just haven't really had anything to post. And like I said, I tried filming videos, but got a new phone, lost a bunch of footage. So I figured I'd make a video about the seat covers and throw some in about the four-wheeler. Let me know what kind of videos y'all want to see and I'll try and post more of them. So here's my final review of the seat covers. Are they worth the money? Yes, 110%. First time I got them, threw my waders in the back after duck hunting because I didn't want to leave them in the bed because it was raining and stuff out. Threw them in the back seat. Drove home 30 minutes. I got home and the mud and water was still sitting on top of the seat. I was like, that right there was worth every bit of money I paid for them. Next, you got a dog, like I said, like my lab. You don't have to worry about scratching the seats. You don't have to worry about getting them dirty. If you get the seats dirty, it's no issue because they're camo. You don't really see it, so you don't have to clean them as often. And like I said, it's nice to know that like you can just get in your truck and not worry about messing anything up. I put WeatherTech floor mats in here, and I put the Sportsman Camo Covers in here. Honestly, best two things I ever did to this truck. Like, my favorite mods out of everything, those two right there are going to be my favorite. They're the most useful, most functional, and they work great. Like, you know, you get in after hunting, fishing, or whatever, you can get the floor mats muddy, you don't have to worry, they're easy to clean. Same with the seat covers. Let's say you go hunting. We've all been there. You fall, you get muddy, it happens. I mean, especially fishing. You'd be walking along the bank and be like, oh! You slip and fall, bust your tail, you get all muddy. You can just get back in the truck and you're like, oh, got my seat covers, ain't got to worry about the seats, you know? But usually, you know, you should always try and keep you a spare pair of clothes in the truck because you never know what's going to happen. You never know. But honestly, if you hunt, if you fish, if you're an outdoors person, if you work trades, if you're blue collar, you know, anything, I'd highly 10 out of 10 recommend these seat covers. They are well worth the money. Now, hopefully this video didn't bore y'all out too much. Still trying to get this whole YouTube thing figured out. This is really my first time doing it. So if you got any ideas or suggestions, drop them in the comments. I'm open to anything. So thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you later. If you want to know any more, just drop some comments and I'll make a video for y'all. But I appreciate y'all's support.